The autumn air was crisp, carrying the scent of rain and damp leaves. I was huddled in my coat, rushing home from the library, when I saw it. A flash of black and silver on the wet pavement, nestled beside a park bench. A phone. I picked it up. Its screen dark and cold. No emergency contacts. No if lost message. Just a sleek, anonymous device. I figured I'd take it home, charge it, and see if I could find its owner. A simple act of kindness, right? Little did I know, this wasn't just a phone. It was a Pandora's box, and I was about to lift the lid. Back in my apartment, I plugged it in. The screen lit up, showing a generic wallpaper of a mountain range. No passcode. That was lucky. Or maybe unlucky. I went straight to the contacts, hoping for a mum or home. Nothing. The list was sparse, filled with single initials. A, B. See, it was strange, almost deliberately impersonal. Then I saw the voice recorder app. It had a little red notification bubble with the number 1 on it. Curiosity got the better of me. I thought maybe the owner left a message for whoever found it. So I pressed play. The voice that filled my quiet room was a woman's. It was low and a little shaky, as if she was trying to keep from being overheard. "It's done," she whispered. "The package is delivered." But he saw me. I think he saw me. I had to run. I dropped. Oh God, I think I dropped something. The recording ended abruptly. My heart was pounding. Package, he saw me. This wasn't some grocery list memo. This was something else entirely. I scrolled through the other recordings. There were dozens of them, all labeled with just a date and time. I pressed play on an older one. Entry 1, the same voice said, but stronger this time, more confident. "The training is complete. They say I'm a natural. Blending in, observing, reporting back. It's like a game. A very serious, very dangerous game. But I'm good at it. I feel alive, more alive than I ever have. No more boring desk job, no more pointless meetings. This is a life of purpose." My jaw dropped. Desk job. This woman, whoever she was, had a double life. One was ordinary, mundane. The other was something straight out of a spy movie. I spent the next hour listening, piecing together a puzzle. The voice notes were her diary, her confession booth. She talked about stakeouts in rainy alleyways, swapping briefcases in crowded train stations, and learning to read people's tells. She called her handler the Owl. She never used real names, only code names for her targets. The Peacock, the Serpent, the Banker. It was exhilarating and terrifying. She described the adrenaline rush, the fear, the thrill of walking a tightrope between two completely different worlds. One day, she was Catherine, the accountant who everyone thought was a bit dull. The next, she was Echo, an operative in a clandestine world I couldn't even begin to comprehend. The recordings painted a picture of a woman who felt trapped by normalcy. Catherine goes to book club. One entry scoffed. Catherine worries about her dental plan. Echo jumps from rooftops. There was a bitterness in her voice, a resentment for the simple life she had to maintain as a cover. But there was also fear. In the later entries, her tone shifted. The excitement was replaced by a creeping paranoia. "They're getting closer," she whispered in one recording. "I see the same faces in the crowd. The man in the grey coat. The woman with the red scarf. They're not my targets. They're watching me. Does the owl know? Or am I being set up?" My blood ran cold. This wasn't a game anymore. This was real. This woman, Catherine or Echo, was in serious trouble. I listened to a recording from just 2 days ago. Her voice was frantic. "The serpent knows. He knows who I am. He mentioned my sister's name. How could he know my sister's name? This was never supposed to touch my real life. The owl isn't responding. I'm on my own. I have to disappear." Then silence. That was the second to last recording. The last one was the one I'd heard first, the one from today, the one where she dropped something. The phone. She had dropped the phone while running for her life. Suddenly, the phone vibrated in my hand, making me jump. A new message. It wasn't a text. It was a notification from a hidden, encrypted app I hadn't noticed before. The icon was a simple black owl. The message had only one word: run. My heart stopped. Run. Me. But they weren't after me. Or were they? By picking up this phone, by listening to these secrets, had I inadvertently stepped into Catherine's world? Had I become part of the game? I looked out my window, down at the street below. A man in a grey coat was standing under a street lamp, looking up, not at the building in general. He was looking right at my window. I stumbled back, my mind racing. This couldn't be happening. It was a coincidence. It had to be, but the knot in my stomach told me otherwise. The man in the grey coat, the woman with the red scarf. Catherine had described them. They were watching her, and now they were watching me. The phone vibrated again. Another message from the owl. They know you have it. They tracked the signal. You have 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes to do what? To escape a life that wasn't even mine. I grabbed my keys, my wallet, and shoved the spy's phone into my pocket. I had no idea where I was going or what I was doing. I only knew one thing. The message was for me now. I had to run. As I fled into the night, my old, boring life vanishing behind me, I had so many questions. Who was Catherine? Would I ever meet her? And who was the owl sending me these cryptic warnings? Was he a friend or a foe? I was now a character in a story I never intended to be a part of, holding a phone that contained a life of secrets. And as I ran, I hit record on the voice memo app. My name is, well, it doesn't matter anymore, I said, my voice trembling but firm. I found a phone, and now I think I'm being hunted. This is my first entry. The game was on, and I was the new player. Thank you for listening to my story. If you're intrigued by what happens next, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next chapter.